Hey, welcome. So let's talk about a situation you're probably going to face. You've got two different articles, two different argumentos, and you have to figure out which one is actually stronger. Today, we're going to give you an awesome template, a step-by-step guide that will help you analyze the arguments and prove your case. This right here is the big question, isn't it? Which argument is better? And maybe even more importantly, how do you prove it? See, it's not enough to just pick the one you like more. You have to be a judge. You have to look at the evidence from both sides and build a solid case that shows why one author is just more convincing than the other. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to get really good at telling the difference between strong and weak support. That's the foundation. Then, we'll build our essay piece by piece, the introduction, the body paragraphs, and finally the conclusion. By the end, you'll have a complete roadmap. All right, let's dive into the most important skill you'll need. Before you even think about writing, you've got to put on your detective hat. The first thing you do is investigate both articles to see what kind of evidence, or what we call support, each author is using. Okay, this is so important. Think of it like building a house. On the left, we have soporte fuerte, or strong support. These are the solid bricks, logical reasons, data, and expert opinions. But on the right, you've got soporte débil, weak support. This stuff is like trying to build with sand. It's just vague claims, emotional tricks, and biased opinions. Getting this difference is the absolute key. So first up in the strong category are logical reasons, or razones lógicas. This is the backbone of a good argument. It's when an author connects their ideas in a way that just makes sense. They lead you from one point to the next, and it's all clear and easy to follow. Next up, statistics, or estadísticas. You know, they say numbers don't lie. When an author brings in data, percentages, or numbers from real research, they're giving you measurable proof. It's not just an idea anymore, it's a fact you can check, and that is way more powerful. And of course, there's the expert opinion, opinión de experto. Now, this isn't just anybody's random thought. We're talking about the viewpoint of someone who is a recognized authority, a scientist, a top researcher. Their words just carry more weight because they really know their stuff. Now, let's flip it. It's just as important to spot the weak stuff. Think of these as giant red flags. Whenever you see a phrase like, everyone knows, or some statistic with no source, a little alarm should go off in your head. The same goes for super emotional language or arguments that just don't logically connect. Okay, the detective work is done. You've analyzed the evidence. Now it's time to be the architect and start building your essay. And every good building starts with a solid foundation, the introduction paragraph, or the parágrafo de introducción. Your introduction has exactly 4 jobs to do. It's a checklist. 1. Tell us the topic both articles are about. 2 and 3, quickly say what each author's main point is. And 4, this is the most important part, you have to declare a winner. You have to say which argument is better, and then list the strong evidence they used to win. This sentence right here, this is your magic formula. It is the most important sentence in your entire essay. You literally just fill in the blanks. Put the winning author's name in the first spot, and list the types of support for chi in the second. That's it. This one sentence is the engine for your whole essay. Awesome! Our intro is locked in. Now we get to the main event, the body paragraphs, or the párrafos del cuerpo. This is where you lay out all your evidence and really prove to the reader that you made the right choice. And the structure here is super simple and effective. It's a 1, 2, 3 punch. The first 2 paragraphs are all about the winner, and each one you'll talk about a different piece of strong evidence they used. Then, for the third paragraph, you switch teams and explain exactly why the other author's argument just wasn't strong enough. Now, here's the secret to those first 2 body paragraphs. It's not enough to just point out the evidence. You have to explain why it's so strong, why it's so convincing or convincing. Use the sentence starter, and then in your own words, break down how that evidence proves the author's point. And for that third body paragraph, you just flip the script. You're going to find a piece of evidence from the losing article and use this sentence to explain exactly why it falls flat. Was it a biased opinion? A claim with no proof? This is where you show the cracks in their argument. We are on the home stretch. You've built your case, you've shown your proof. Now it's time to wrap it all up with a powerful conclusion, or párrafo de conclusión. The goal here is just to summarize everything perfectly and leave no doubt in the reader's mind. And your conclusion has 3 simple jobs. First, remind the reader who the winner was. Second, quickly list the types of strong support they used. And third, just give one final sentence explaining why that evidence made all the difference. Oh, and look at that big rule at the bottom. No new information. Your conclusion is a victory lap, not the time to start a new argument.
And that's it. You've got a clear structure, you've got the tools to spot strong and weak evidence, and you have a step-by-step template to build a fantastic analysis. Remember, a winning argument isn't just about what you say. It's about how you build it. You've got the blueprint. Now go build your argument.